gonna try this one more again. Hey, Walk EO5. Hello, hello. Hey, Philip. Hello, hello. Found a way. How are you? Hey, Jet for Life. Thank you for joining. We're just gonna let a couple more people come on in. Then I'm gonna give you all this Instagram goodness. Let me switch this way for a second. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, DC Smiles. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Hey, Positive Lady. If you guys find what I'm saying useful, you guys can feel free to share with your followers. It's going to be, oh, good evening from the UK. It's going to be a relatively quick scope. I want you guys to, I'm not sure how many of you guys are familiar with Onlypult, and to use it for management, planning, and growth of your Instagram following. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So if you guys could share with your followers, I'd greatly appreciate it. So let's do a gauge. How many of you guys are actually using some sort of Instagram scheduler on your account now? So if you are using some sort of scheduler or tool, put up a 1, please. This works better when people engage. Okay, well, no. Well, the tool that I'm going to talk to you guys about today is called Onlypult. Onlypult, and if you look in the title of the scope, there's a link to the tool there as well, so that you guys can check it out. But Onlypult is hands down, I've tried a couple of different schedulers. Onlypult is the best scheduler and planner for Instagram, and I'm gonna tell you why. So the first thing you see when you first come into Onlypult, and the website is onlypult.com. Again, there's a link to this in the title, so you can just click on that link from the title and get directly to it. This will be on my Catch account as well, so if you guys want to go back and watch it later. Let me turn this music down. So the reason why I've used a couple of different schedulers in throughout the past years. Onlypult is the only one that does everything and more that I need. One, it will allow you to obviously schedule posts to your Instagram account. And that's that's unmanaged one. So you schedule it and it does it. Most of the schedulers, you have to actually go back into them when it's time to post. You don't have to do this. This is automated fully. It also gives you analytics. You're not going to see this with a lot of the other ones. And this right here is my actual account right here. So if you look last month, I grew by 4,000 followers, and that's kind of since about December, November, that's been consistent. My growth has been 3,000 or more. So we're at about almost 16,000 now. Okay. And this is like your max daily change. So that is such a big thing. Okay. It also gives you a planner. So the planner allows you to schedule out all your posts, so you can have your total complete social media for your Instagram planned out and managed in one time. Okay. And this is the coolest thing. It also gives you favorites. The favorites is if you have people that you watch, then you can track them. But it also allows you to search people who are following you, people that you will follow, but you can also just look up different people's accounts and repost their content. Okay, so you see this option down here? If you find something that has a lot of likes, it will allow you and help you repost this content to your own Instagram. That's big because everybody knows on Instagram it doesn't have an automatic repost function. You have to have some other tool. Now you can do it all in one place. So if you guys have any questions about this as we're doing it, please, please, please feel free to just pop in your questions. So let's walk through each of the pieces. Yes, this is one of the best tools. And as we go through, I'll kind of give you guys tips on how my numbers grow so much. Most of the stuff that I put on here is reposted content because there's more than enough beautiful content that will engage and entice your audience. But you also want to make sure. Well, thank you. Well, if you have any questions, let me know, and I can try and answer them as best as I can. So your scheduler is very easy to manage. So you can load an image from your PC, or if you have a URL, okay? So let's go, and let's just pull a picture from Google. So let's say we're just looking up black hairstyles and you find, oh, I really love this style right here. Okay. You can copy the URL. Yes, you can do this on a daily basis. You can do it on a weekly basis. You could even schedule out your things for a month. So if we go back to our thing, once you've got your image, so like I said, you can load it from your computer or you can load it from a URL. It will go out and grab your image. And as you can see, it respects the image ratio, your image size. So now with Instagram, you don't have to just use a square image anymore. You can use rectangular images and it will automatically go back and it will pull in your whole image. So you don't have to now go to another tool to resize your image, come back. You don't have to do that anymore. Unless it's just totally oblong, then you still will have to shrink that image down. Now, it also gives you cool ways that you can stylize the image. So it may, you can do whatever you want to this image to make it fit what you're doing. Now, the coolest thing here, can you guys see? Let me zoom in so you guys can see what we're doing here. So once you get here, this is your actual post, okay? First thing you need to know, you get 30 tags, 30 hashtags. You go over that limit, it will tell you and it won't post your content, okay? You get 2,000 characters. Most people don't need that many characters. You can put emojis and it comes with a list of tags already. And you can, if there are tags that you use all the time, you can add your own tags. Okay? So let's say there's 3 tags that you do all the time. So you can add your own custom tags so that it will automatically put them, and then you can put those tags into your text. One of the good things that you can also do is, that I recommend, is try to make your captions something that engages your audience. So make sure that as you are putting this stuff in, that it's something that people will want to respond to. Hey Chosen, thank you for joining. You can add geotags, you can add emojis, anything to make it better. Now, when you get down here, you can choose, and this in military time, okay, 24-hour time, you can choose the day and the time. So let's say we wanted this to go at 1:30 tomorrow. You schedule, You can also choose when you want it to delete. If you do advertisements or time sensitive things, this is great for you because you can now say, oh, I want it to delete after a day. Okay, and it'll automatically go back in and remove your posts. And all you have to do then at that point is boom, publish. Now you're published, you're scheduled, and you're ready to go. You can always at any time go back in and edit. Okay? It also keeps a list of all of your posts, so you can go back and look and see how good your posts have been doing. Okay? So it's a great tool to help you manage your account. Now let's talk a little bit, or do you guys have any questions so far? If not, then I'll move over to the analytics piece. This is the real one of the hidden gems of this tool, okay? This is how you're going to know what times and days, great. This is how you're gonna know what times and days are most effective for you to post. When you post is just as important as what you post. So the first thing you're gonna do is you can look at it on a day, a week, or a monthly basis, okay? And you can look at different time periods. So if you look at the whole time period by weeks, from when I started in November, and this is real time, my own account. When I started using this tool, I had 1,803 followers. That was in November, okay? You see where we are by the 23rd of January? I'm at almost 16,000 followers. So you can see that something I'm doing here is working, right? You can also look at your growth, you know, just in your chart, different way of looking at it, okay, of your total followers. But this is the piece that I really love to look at. It's the engagement tab. The engagement tab is really important. This is when it's going to tell you, you know, when things are working. So I like to go back to the month view and look at my things by day. It makes things a lot more granular for you so that you can decide when things need to go up on your page. So you can look at your number of posts, okay? And you can look at your number of interactions, okay? So at our highest point this past week, or on the 16th, we had 2,028 interactions. Let me see if you can see that, okay? So this is important to know because you need to know what are the things that you are doing on your account that are working, that are engaging people. That's what's going to help you repeat it. The next thing that you want to look at is look at the optimization tab. This is your money. This is your money tab right here. This is going to tell you, one, the best time to post. So do you see this? For me, Thursdays at 9 a.m., I got action. Fridays at 7 p.m. and Sundays at 7 p.m., I have a lot of great interaction engagement with my audience. So this is how you're going to use this tab to plan out when you're going to post. Okay? And you can also look at it by density, by the hour. You know what? 7 p.m. is usually a good time for me to post. Okay? Sundays, Fridays are the best days to post. Tuesday, not really a lot of great engagement. So you can look at, okay, what can I do on Tuesdays to increase my engagement? And look at this. This will also tell you, hey, C Pro, top tags by interaction. This is crazy, okay? So you look at the different tags that you use, and it's going to tell you how people are engaging with that. So natural hair, 2,462 engagements with this tag. With Natural Roots, which is my own handle, hello C Pro, how are you today? 2,454. So you're gonna want to make sure that when you're posting and you're using tags, the important thing about tags is to try and find tags that are used already. Okay? That's the important thing. Try to find the tags that are popular, that are getting a lot of play, and then you're going to reuse those tags. Let me come in here. So you can do that with your own hashtags, or start putting some other hashtags in that you've got there and see how they're working with your content, with your audience. And once you've got that down, you now know, okay, I'm gonna do, if you're just starting, you're trying to build your audience. Let me try. So if you're really trying to build your audience, the one thing you're going to need is consistency. So you're going to want to take maybe an hour, 2 hours every week and really plan out your Instagram strategy. You've got the tools now, and we're going to go through the last, which is we're going to go through the favorites next, and that will be really key in helping you get good content to repost. But you're going to want to take like 2 hours and really decide what it is you want to post. Look up good content, things that are getting a lot of shares and a lot of likes already. Looking at different hashtags and seeing, so when I go, I typically look at different hashtags: natural hair, hair and fitness, afro, black is beautiful. I look up all those hashtags. Oh, well, I'm glad you just started following. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I try to do a couple of small biz hacks a week between Instagram. I do Canva tutorials, which is an online graphic design tool. I also do ones on WordPress. So if you have a website that's WordPress based, I do tutorials on those as well. And then I just talk about all manner of regular things: hair, health, wellness, fitness. We could talk about anything. Well, what you want to do is you want to build up. So you want to try and look at what is popular with people, and then you want to start to try and push content like that. So you got to push what's important to people. So for me, I start with content that is popular, and I push that because that's what's going to get more of your things seen. It may not be that your stuff isn't popular. It may just be that enough people are not seeing it. That there's a big difference. So if you're not on, and if you're not on a lot, if your content is not really getting pushed and promoted and circulated, and if you don't have a lot of followers, then enough people just aren't seeing your content. It may not be that your content isn't great. You may have great content that people want to see, but it's not being liked by enough people. It's not being seen by enough people. People are not following you because you're not in circulation. So it's like which came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't have enough followers because I don't have enough followers. So they're not seeing my content because I don't have enough followers. You know what I mean? So pushing popular content, exactly. Pushing that popular content is what's going to get more people to recognize and notice and see your account. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So this is what I do, and this is how, and it's gotten a lot easier since Facebook purchased Instagram. Since Instagram is now owned by Facebook and they're trying to integrate a lot of stuff, it makes it a lot easier for people who are following you on your business page on Facebook to now follow you on Instagram and to marry those two. So what I will tell you is make sure that the content you're pushing on Instagram isn't always the same as the content you're pushing on Facebook. Outside of ads, we run different types of content on Instagram than we do on Facebook. Our Facebook is constantly pushing articles. Articles really are not necessarily do so well on Instagram. It's a visual, so you've got to use little clip videos that are 15 seconds or less, or you use really pretty imagery. Now, as they get the ability to now click on, to start clicking on links within your content, then it'll get a lot easier for people to follow you, and you can link articles. But for now, you want to stick with really beautiful imagery and put your messaging around that, and use URLs with shorteners so people can get to your content really quickly. Enough of looking at me. Let's look at the last tab, which is the favorites. Now, the reason why I love this tab is because of its ability to pull content from other people and then repost it. So one of the things that really does well, and actually I'm going to use this picture over here because I like this picture better. One thing that does really well on my page are images like this: beautiful natural hair, healthy. And what I do is I'll go and I'll check these images out. You want to go see what hashtags they're using. You see this got 1,200 likes. This is the type of image that I want to use on my site. So the greatest thing about here is that you can repost from other people's URLs already. Okay. Now what I do is I will go and I will pull this so that I can put an @ for them, because you want to always give credit to wherever you got your image from. Okay. So I'll put a hashtag repost. Now, I put my own content before it first. So anything I want to say this important: we love seeing beautiful, natural, healthy hair. This sister is rocking it. Whatever. Kind of cheesy, but you get what I'm saying. And then you want to put your own hashtags in it as well. And you want to go with popular ones. And then I will put who I'm reposting, because you always want to make sure you give that person credit. Okay? And then you're done. You publish, and it's automatically going to go to your page. So now you have the ability to repost and reuse content easily. And it doesn't have to just be one thing. It can be a bunch of different content. You want to shake it up. You don't want to just only put one thing. Find out what excites people. Now, you can also look for hashtags. Let's go here. This is the other thing. So if you want to just find cool content about yoga, okay? Oops. You can search for all kinds of hashtags, okay? And it's going to bring up all kind of information for you. Then all you do, so let's say, hey, this person really has some cool content. You can very easily click the add button. Now this means you're now following this person, you're tracking this person. So this becomes a person that you can repost their content, give them credit, or even just use this as a way to get inspiration for creating your own unique posts. You don't want to do just reposting. But as you can see, most people repost, okay? Most people are reposting. A lot of times this is not their original content. And as you can see, it will automatically, where was I at my yoga one? You can repost easily from here. Okay? What's your favorite yoga pose? And then that's all you have to do. So you want to make sure, then you just put a new time on it, because you don't want to space, you want to space your things out a little bit as well. You don't want to push content on content on content. I like to space out my posts by at least an hour. And I try to put at least 2 to 3 posts up a day in my target window. And that's Onlypult. So it's an amazing tool. It costs $12 a month, and with it you get 3 different accounts that you can manage. You can add 1 additional person to help you manage your social media, and then you can track 10 different users. So when I just did that tracking and adding people, you can track 10 different accounts. Now they do have different plans where you get more accounts and all that per month, but for $12 a month, it's a really great, powerful tool that, as you can see, it's worked for me. It's helped me grow from 1,800 to 16,000 since November 20th, end of November. Okay, that's an amazing amount of growth, and you can have that kind of growth too. Take the time, write out your, plan out your social media, see what's popular. You have to do a little bit of research, see what's popular in your field, and then just dive on in. Do you guys have any questions? Thank you for the hearts and for the love. And if you found this useful, definitely follow, tell your friends to follow, and I'd appreciate if you would share the post so that people can check out the replay. No questions? So if you have any other questions about Instagram or something like that, you can ask me those as well. Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys. So, like I said, I'll be doing more of these posts. At least 3 times a week we'll be doing social media and small business hacks. So you should definitely check us out. I appreciate you guys for staying with me, checking it out. Again, if you want to go and purchase, there's a link, and use the tool for yourself. There's a link in the top, and you get a 1-week free trial. So it doesn't hurt to go and get the trial and see if it works. So if you click the link in the title, click that link, and it will actually take you to the page where you can sign up for a free trial. Check it out for a week. If you don't like it, no harm, no foul. You haven't lost any money. So, good luck, happy scoping, and happy Instagramming. Have a great day.